Okay, you guys, so first I'm going to brush down my brows using my Sonia Kashuk spoolie brush. Next, I'm using my small angle brush by E.L.F. and I'm just going to use some of the product and line the bottom part of my eyebrow just so I can have a defined look. I'm using NYX's Eyebrow Gel and Espresso, and it's like the only eyebrow gel that I'm using really right now because it's like wonderful. I was using Aqua, what is it called? I forgot what it was called. I'll let y'all know later. So I'm just gonna brush it in, take a little bit more product, and just brush it in a little more into the areas that's looking pretty sparse. And on the top, I'm just going to try to draw the line just so I can have a more defined brow at the top. But you don't want to make it too defined because you don't want to use any product really to clean it up if you mess up. So just try to do little strokes and just fill in the areas that just need to be filled in. And then when I get to the top, I just turn the brush upside down and try to make little brush strokes just so it looks a little fuller at the front of the brow. But you don't want to do it too hard, just so it doesn't look too harsh at the front of your brow. Next, I'll be doing the same thing on the other side, just filling in from the bottom, drawing that line to define how the eyebrow is going to look at the bottom, and just filling in the areas that need a little bit more work and color done too. And now I'm going to go back at the top and I'm just going to define the top part of my brow. Add a little bit more product. I'm not putting that much product on the brush, so don't put that much product on the brush when you're doing it. And I'm just filling in the little areas that need to be filled in a little more. I don't know if felt is a word, but it's going to be a word today. Sorry about the lighting, guys. It's a little terrible, but hopefully within the next couple of videos, I will be getting a little bit better lighting up. But right now, just work with me. That side looks bad, but it's really not. And then again, I'm just going to turn that brush upside down and just start going upwards with the brush. Well, I guess not right now, but I'm just going to fill in a little bit right there. Now I'm going to go upwards in with the brush, just so I have a little bit more space to do. Next, I'm using my E.L.F. Eyebrow Treat and Tame, which I love. I use the clear just so I can give my brows a little more product to hold on to, and then it helps me get my brows to stay in place for the whole day. I don't really use the other side that much just because I'm always filling in my brows. I might use the other side if I just want to put a little bit more color into my brows and just be on my way. So now I'm going to use my Sonia Kashuk brush again, spoolie brush, and I'm just combing the hairs back up because remember at the beginning we brushed them down, and now I'm just filling in, brushing my brows into the product so it matches and it camouflages in with the product that I put on. And then I'm just brushing out the front part so it's not harsh at all. We don't want any harsh lines. We want them to look as natural as possible. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that to the other side, brushing the hair up and just having it camouflage with the brow product that we already put on. Next, I'm using my NYX Conceal Correct palette, which I love, 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 love with a passion. And I'm mixing both the other side, the kind of caramel and darker together, just so it comes out with the perfect complexion that's not going to be too light or it's not going to be too dark, just so I can clean up the bottom part of my brows. So I'm going to take this BHCosmetics flat brush and just starting from the middle. I'm just going to put a little bit of that concealer under there just so I can clean up my brows. And just make it so it makes it look more neat. And if it was anywhere that you would have messed up, you could just use that to conceal it. And you just want to make sure that the whole bottom part is cleaned up and blend it out well. So after you do that, you want to pull the product down. Just makes this step makes it more neater than if you was just to have it regularly, just put on the brow product and go. This just makes it more neater. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. That side is the one that I kind of messed up on a little bit, so I'm going to just take a little bit more extra time just to clean that one up. Just go back in there and just add a little bit more product. And then clean up the front part of my brow. And then use the excess to clean up the rest of it. Go back and clean the rest of it out. Now I'm pulling it back down again. You don't really want to put any concealer on top of the brows unless you just have to, like me right here. I did it just because I felt like it was a little bit too much that I put on the top, so I just wanted to clean it up a little bit. But you don't want to use your whole brow. You don't want to put all the concealer all around your brows, just because if you take pictures, it might look weird. You might get flashback, and you don't want to get flashback. So just want to use as least amount of concealer as possible. Now I'm just using a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to use that just to blend out the remaining concealer that might be on my brows right now. Next, I'm going to use my finger just to blend the rest out, or whatever I didn't get. And now I'm just going back over with my spoolie brush and just brushing up the hairs and making sure that they're in place, just so they look neat. And there you have it. You have all neat looking brows. And there you have it. You have natural looking brows all in under 4 minutes.